So I'm going to introduce our first guest, Shelly Leigh. She's a photographer, digital artist, painter, glass artist, musician, and dancer. Phew, that's a lot. Yes, Shelly. Every aspect of Shelly's life encompasses some element of art. She uses multi-dimensional paint, crystals, and gemstones to imbue her art with healing energy. Please welcome to Sac Soul Talks, Shelly Leigh.
So, I've been blessed in my life with really amazing people, starting with my mom and dad, who said, you've got art talent. So my mom enrolled me in an art class in high school, and my dad gave me my first 35 millimeter camera. And so ever since, I've been really blessed with meeting amazing, beautiful people in my life. The crystal bowls came from Dontrix Carey, who started that Mama's Alchemy up in Auburn. And I got all of them from her, down to the last beautiful titanium ones from Hawaii. I waited till she moved to Hawaii to have her ship them back here. Anyway, but so I have kind of had a history of the crystal bowl playing. And then, throughout my life, I started going to the Brick House Gallery, and the women down there were having a mosaics class. And that was really magical. All these women get together and they do glass art, mosaics, and it's a very healing thing. Everybody get together and do art together. And so I got going with glass art there. You kind of glue pieces into place, and doing more and more of the crystal bowls. And then I met I was searching for an art that had multi-dimensional stuff going on, and glass and copper and this stuff. And I met my current husband, Zerban, who's I've been told he's my twin flame, and it seems when we got together, things just exploded for both of us. I've helped him with his energy training. I think that's why I've been forced to stay fit all my life and active. And I have been involved with some kind of art. I started beading, and one of my crystal bowls broke. I don't know how to run a dolly properly, so I made these pendants out of them, and everybody loves wearing them. They feel so good on, so it's like a good thing can always come from everything. And so I started working on this. I met Zerban, and he said, I want to try this new kind of art, and I'm painting on glass. And so when I started working on it, he did a whole thing where he covered an eye, and he traced things that he saw, and I said, baby, that gives me a headache. And so I started to find some better ways of doing it that were a little simpler, involved getting a print of something you really love. But you basically just start being Adobe, and you start changing it completely the way you like it. I mean, I just started making some waves around the turtle, and let's use a lot of these artists that have already created beautiful things, and then we can kind of collab on things. Some of those art collabs are some of the best work. And so I wanted to demonstrate some things about this art. How the back of it, is it possible to flip it? Or is that hard to do? Oh, it's hard to do. Okay. Well, anyway, you could kind of see how the back looks. If you look through glass and you paint, it comes out really sparkly. And I was trying to get that effect with this painting, that more and more so we work with the really thick glass, tempered glass. And so I like to paint the front with something, and then you go and paint the back with something else, and you start to get a layered effect. And so I'm like working more and more with that. And this was the first piece. Zerban started working in paint and paintings that glow in the dark. And when you put the neon flashlight on it, then you get it picks up the neon colors in it. So is there a way to kill the lights? And to show how it glows in the dark. If it were completely dark in here, you could see just the outline of the turtle and the outline of the waves. But we can display it with black light to make, trying to make it kind of shimmer. So like the waves would show, and the turtle shows, and the coral. So I was, this is my first three-foot round, and it's monster to work on. I'm used to these little, 12-inch, 16-inch squares. So anyway, I got it here today, and thanks for.
Monday, by the way. Wow. And then she said, Zerban, she's been wanting to do the turtle for a while. She wanted to do the turtle for a while, and then she told me about this program she was invited to, and I was busy doing some art, and I don't always hear all the details, but I said, okay, baby, I'll be there, whatever you need. And then Monday came along, and then she said, I'm going to do this 3-foot turtle. I said, well, you've never done a 3-foot piece. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, baby. Why? And she says, because I have to, because it represents renew, which is interesting. The turtle energy represents renew, and then here the thing is renew, so there's no coincidences there. And then she started, and then the light would come up in the morning, and I'd feel from a woman in the bed, and she's not there. And the light's coming up through our windows, and then, please, Shelly. And then I got doubtful on her a little bit. And then I realized, don't do that again. And maybe it inspired her. But Friday morning, she finished this. The light came up 6:30 in the morning, and she had done it.
So, anyway, thank you. Thanks for featuring us and having us here. And it's a really beautiful community, and I love what you guys are doing here. Thank you so much. So enjoy the rest of the program.